Okay, so we're going to continue looking at more ways to create arrays. We saw how to create an array with a loop. Now we'll look at creating arrays from a string using the split method. To do that, I want to make a program where we fuddify, Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd is the wonderful hunter that likes to hunt Bugs Bunny. Anyway, he talks a little bit, you wascally wabbit. So we're going to take a string and we're going to convert letters in that string. I think you wascally wabbit, R's and L's turn into W's. So anyway, I'm going to start a new program here. I'm going to start off with my little JS web app template, copy and paste that, and I'm going to rename that to fuddify text. Okay, open that up with code, and let's go into our HTML first. We can add our title, fuddify text. I'll copy and paste that and put that into the title for the main page as well. Maybe a quick little instructions. Enter. This program will take some text and convert it to Elmer Fudd speech by changing, whoop, something happened. Okay, there we go, by changing all R's and L's to W's. Beautiful. Okay, and then we'll have a little, maybe an H2 that I can say enter text, and then we'll have an input element, I guess. Input ID equals user text. Beautiful, and then we'll have an H2, separate these a little bit, an H2 that says fuddified text. And I'll just have a paragraph with the ID fuddify text, and we'll put the result into there. Okay, really simple. What does my style sheet look like? Nothing in there. Let's just do the simple body with 800 pixels margin auto, just so it centers the whole body there. All right, let's go live and see what this looks like. There it is. We probably want that to be a little bit bigger. ID, well, I can just, there's only one input element, so I'll just select the input element and give it a width of 600 pixels maybe, make it wider, give it some padding. And maybe well, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks a little better. Awesome. The font looks a little small. Maybe we'll just go font size 20 pixels. Wonderful. Okay. Anyway, we could make this look a lot nicer, but for now this should work. So now let's add the JavaScript. And basically, I guess we could do it where I type something, and once I hit enter, or once we submit a change to this element, then it'll do it. We'll run our code. So let's add an event listener. Zoom in for you guys here a bit more. Sorry. Fuddify text. Document.get element by ID. I forgot already my IDs. I always do that. User text is the input element. User text. And I'm going to add an event listener change. So when that input element is changed, then I want to go fuddify text. Will be the name of a function. All right. So add some comments here, event listeners, and my event functions, function fuddify text. All right. So the first thing we do is let's get the text. So let user text be assigned document.get element by ID user text. Oops, dot value. Not node value, it auto completes on that. There we go. Okay, so that's the user text right there. And then what do I need to do now? So in order to convert all the letters here, let's just do console.log user text for a second, make sure this all works. Let's open up our console, F12. Hi there. Yep, I hit enter, it submitted the change, and it printed out hi there. And this is considered a string. Now, strings are interesting because you can actually access strings just like arrays. User text 0 at position 0 would be the first element, right? So it prints out H. But the difference is strings, you're not allowed to modify them. I can't go user text 0 is assigned T, whatever. If I try to do that, let's say hi there. It didn't make it didn't give me an error message. I expected it to, but anyway, it gives me the H there still. You can't modify the string. So what I need to do to access every character is I need to do this split. We're going to convert a string to an array. The arrays I can then modify, and then we can convert it back into a string using a join method. I should actually add a note about join down here. I'll do that later. Okay, so let's go to the code. What I'm going to do is get the text and convert it into an array of characters. Right? So now I'll go let text array be assigned user text. So that's the string dot split. And now I can pass in what I want to split it by. And if I just do the quotations, like the empty string there, it'll split into characters. And now let's go console.log text array just to make sure that this is working as it should. Hi there. And now it's an array HI space THERE. Perfect. Okay, so an array of characters. And I can now modify this array. All right. So the main strategy here is I'm going to just loop through this array, right? Traverse the array with a loop and check each character. Say, hey, if the character is an R or an L, I guess I'll have to check lower and uppercase, then I'm going to change it into a W. Okay, let's try that. So a loop through array and change R's and L's to W's. So this loop that you should get really used to drawing whenever you want to traverse an array, right? I is 0, I is less than the length of the array, I++, that'll loop through all the elements in the array, generate the index values. And I'll just do an if statement, if text array at position I is equal to R, or text array at position I is equal to L, then I will say, oh, no, I can't check. Oh, no, I want to change both of those to W's. Is assigned, so a single operator, right? This is checking for equality. The single operator is going to be the assignment operator. I'm going to assign it to a W. Then I'm going to also add a else if here. And I'm going to copy and paste this. Whoop. Oops, I lost some brackets. Brackets, etc. Brackets there. Boom. Okay. Else if, let's check the capital versions, R and L, and we can turn that into a capital W. So the two cases there. Okay. And then let's just console.log text array again, just to check it. All right, that's saved. Good. So I can say, you rascally rabbit. Hit enter. You wascawy wabbit. Cool. The R's got changed to W's and the L's got changed to W's. Good. And check the capital as well. You wascally wabbit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. The last step is just convert text array into a string and display. So I might as well, let's go let text string be assigned text array dot join. And join basically is the opposite of split. Instead of splitting it by a character, it'll join it with a certain glue as to join things together with whatever we pass into here. And I'm just going to do the empty string. right? So it doesn't add anything inside. If you do like a dash, you could see that, and I can now go document.get element by ID. What is it? Fuddify text. Fuddify text. Dot inner HTML is assigned text string. Okay, you rascally rabbit. Okay, so you can see here it put everything together, but because I did a dash, it joins everything together with those dashes. So obviously we don't want anything, and it should just join it together. You wascally wabbit. Okay, awesome. That font's really small. Whatever. Paragraphs, font size, 20 pixels as well. Okay. All right. Is there any more I wanted to do on this? I think that's good. What did we do? We got the user text. We split it into an array. So this is the main focus, is creating an array out of a string, right? So that split created an array of characters. Again, maybe I could show you if I put a space there, it would go, you rascally rabbit. It didn't work, and I actually should have printed it out. Console.log text array. If we do the space there, it breaks it up by spaces, so you get each word, you rascally rabbit. Anyway, you can do all sorts of stuff with that. Okay, so we create the arrays with that, then we loop through the array, test each element in the array to see if it's a R or an L, and change it to a W if it is, and then join it back into a string and output it. Cool, pretty simple. But now, fun little program where you can type in your text, say your text, I like hunting rabbits. I like hunting rabbits. And you got Elmer Fudd. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here. Hopefully that made sense. I'm going to use the same code, the same example. We're going to change it so that instead of going from an input element, we're going to load a file, because that's the next thing, is getting a file. And basically the idea here is it's going to be very similar, because we just load the text from a file, right? Then that's going to be our string, which we'll then split and then go from there. Okay, anyway, we'll do that in the next video. For now, that's Elmer Fudd, Fuddify text. Okay, take care. See you in the next video.